Hey Fruit Faces, it's Clary Bear here, and I wanted to answer a couple of your guys' questions that you had asked. And I figured it was kind of hard to type it all back on my phone since my laptop has died. So I figured I would do a little video on it. So thank you to those of you who asked me the questions. If you have any more, just leave them down below and I'll try to get back with you guys. Okay? So number one is from Tina Knox. And she's asking how I stay consistent. I have been a lot more consistent lately, and I definitely think that knowing that consistency is key is like half the battle. Like admitting your problem is always the first step. It is something that we all have to be mindful of. And, just having goals in general. Sorry, I just ate. Excuse me. That's why I have a little Buddha belly here. Just ate this Saturday night meal. And anyway, goals are really important. You always have to know where you're going, or else you're gonna stay in the same place. And you always want to be, having a goal, again, not to lose pounds or anything like that, but to get fitter and be healthier in general. I know people say this a lot, and it's kind of cliche, but it really does make a difference in all of the different choices that you make minute to minute, day to day, whatever, week to week. So just knowing you're getting fitter, knowing you're going healthier, setting those goals, using all the apps. I mean, I love this stuff. It's like a little game. I use Map My Hike. I'm tracking my miles. I do the Vivo Fit to track my steps, although I don't pay too much attention to that anymore now that I'm kind of focused on miles. But it's always fun to, check your progress, compare it to last week and try to get a better month. And it just really helps me to have fun with it. It's like a little video game, but kind of real life Sims type of stuff. I just love it. Right up my alley. It keeps me kind of motivated. But I think one of the main things as far as exercise is just finding something that you really enjoy, because you're not going to be consistent with anything that you dread, anything that you hate. And there's so much exercise out there. This is 2015, almost 16 now, guys. You can do I don't care where you are, you could do you have a choice of a lot of different exercises, both in and outside, different things throughout the year. Just make sure you're having fun with it. Make sure it's something that you enjoy. Not only that you can enjoy, but something that you can do relatively frequently, or else you won't be able to stay consistent with it. Like if I just wanted to only be a rock climber, then if that was the only thing I liked, then I'd, be hard pressed to stay fit, because I can't afford like a membership to the rock climbing gym. So, you get my point. Something fun that you'll look forward to so that you can do quite often. So obviously diet is huge on staying consistent. Back when I was a meat eater, I wasn't able to eat as many good quality carbs to have enough energy. I was eating a lot of fat. I was really sluggish, and I was trying to restrict my carbs, to from 1,200 to 2,300 calories. And that would be a day where I was really letting myself go. And I just didn't have enough energy to keep up on a consistent workout. And it showed. I didn't ever in my life have a consistent workout until I went high carb vegan. So definitely think the high carb vegan lifestyle will keep you going. At least for me, when I go into any kind of fat binges, I get sluggish. And I know that about myself. Not everybody's like that. So, I'm not saying nobody eat fat, but I'm just saying know your triggers. Drinking is another trigger for me that makes me want to just kind of go in this spiral of drinking more, and eating crappy foods. After I drink, I always want to eat crappy foods the next day. And, I know that about myself, so I try to limit that a little bit. And that's just, you just got to know yourself, and you got to have trade-offs, You also have to, like I said earlier, the whole mindset, just know that you're going at it for healthy eating, not saying, oh, I'll eat this really fattening thing and I'll burn it off later. I don't really think that's a good mindset. I think it's best to treat your body like a well-tuned machine, that needs that perfect fluid, perfect fuel to keep it going. You only would feed premium gasoline to your Ferrari, so you do the same thing for your body. Make sure that you're feeding it on a regular basis really well foods that are going to help it perform at the level that you want it to. Another thing is rest and relaxation. I think you need rest and relaxation, not only for your body, from your workouts, taking a time of rest where you're not working out for a while, but also to take a little bit of relaxation, from your diet too. I think that it's healthy to have a little bit in moderation, not non-vegan foods, of course, but like as far as vegan foods go, I think it's fine to, have to try to do more low fat during the week and then go a little bit higher fat or whatever on the weekends. I think you have to have a trade-off. If you're pushing yourself too hard, I don't think it helps your body. But I think it also, of course, really helps your mind to be able to say, I'm just going to take a break off from this healthy lifestyle. I'm going to take a break off, not too much. You don't want to undo your progress. But at least for me, I'm somebody who is a little bit more lackadaisical on the weekends, and I take breaks on the weekends to relax and recharge myself so that by Monday I'm ready to hit it all that much harder. So hopefully I answered your question, Tina. If not, leave me some more questions down below and I'll try to get a little more specific for you. The question number 2 came from Aiste K. Sorry, I would butcher the last name. I'm probably butchering the first name. I'm sorry. Aiste, I'm not sure how you say the name, but they're asking how I eat so much and not gain weight. And I definitely, the first top 2 things are diet and exercise, of course. That's what everybody says, but there's really no getting around it. Diet, I say that because, like I said, back in the old days, I ate less and I was the same size, and now I'm eating a lot lower fat, totally vegan, high carbs, a lot of fresh foods, a lot of whole food, plant-based stuff, mostly fruits, and a lot of low fat other carbs. So I definitely attribute that to my being able to have a lower body weight for a while, but also it's the working out, because over the summer I wasn't able to work out as much. My workouts really tanked during the 8-week period when I went to school, but then I'm working it off now, now that I'm able to exercise more. But I definitely noticed when the exercise went down and my food stayed the same. I mean, I was still eating the same high carb, low fat diet, but I just started to gain weight because I wasn't exercising as much as my body was used to. Simple as that. So diet and exercise, but also water and sleep, I think, are definitely underrated, underlooked. Everybody says that in the beginning, when you go high carb, raw vegan, you want to make sure and get enough sleep and diet and yada, yada, yada. But until you actually put those puzzle pieces together, until you actually get it, you don't know how good it feels and how much your body actually does need those things to be holistically healthy. So just keep working at it. Like it's hard to get, low salt, low fat, high carb, good diet, good sleep, good exercise, good water, all of it together at the same time. Just realize it is a process and you'll get there. And just like I said, it's a puzzle. It's a big puzzle, and we're just putting those puzzle pieces together. And as soon as you get all it together, bam, it'll all come together. And as far as cramming it in, I know there's a big argument about, do you cram it in? Do you not? You can't cram it in. Some people say to cram it in. And I'm a little bit more on the cram it in side, but only if you're going to be doing that exercise. Like I said before, without the exercise, you're missing a whole big puzzle piece. And when you look at somebody like Freely or Durian Ryder, with the amount of food that they're eating and with the amount of food that they're promoting that they eat, you do have to look at the amount of exercise that they're doing. And if you compare my exercise right now to Freely's, what I'm attempting to start doing now is like maybe half of what Freely does, I would say. So I'm still at a level where I'm not really up there with the elitist yet, but I'm definitely way beyond your normal average, like fit person, if that makes sense. So that's basically how I eat so much and not gain weight. I look at the whole picture. I get my rest, I get my sleep, I drink my water. I'm trying to do everything right. I'm not trying to, restrict calories. I'm eating healthy foods that keep me going to where I have enough energy, to where I want to work out. I'm doing fun things for my workout. All of the above, okay? So, oh my gosh, I keep trying to step on my dog here. Sorry, Rock. So my last question is from Annie Duran from Plant Based Living by Annie. And she was asking how many times I work out per day. It seems like a ton. And it's kind of misleading because of the way that I'm doing it. It does seem like I'm working out a lot, like a super shitload, because I'm saying, oh, I'm going on like 3 or 4, walks a day with my dog or skates. And then I'm going on like 3 or maybe even more bike rides a day. Like that's a shit ton of working out. But the only reason I'm doing it that way is because it's really easy and fun for me to just get up and go. And I'm not really doing a lot else during the week. I'm working on the weekends. So I'm kind of like stay-at-home mom during the week. So I have that luxury of being able to do that. But you don't necessarily have to have all the time in the world, Like I said, I don't think I'm working out a huge amount. Throughout the week, when I walk my dog, it's maybe a half an hour to an hour tops per day. I'm skating my dog. And this is pretty light exercise for me, just kind of like walking the dog, skating the dog. It's not a big deal. And then, so the actual bulk of my working out is basically up to an hour and a half of biking a day. And it's not every single day, although that is the plan. But if I'm not feeling it, I'll skip a day. Or only do half or, a little bit that day or whatever. But basically the fact that it's fun, makes me just want to get out there. I'm able to clear my head out there, and I'm not working hard that whole hour or hour and a half. A lot of it's, going to be going downhill or just taking a rest and kind of enjoying the scenery for a little bit. I may even stop and have Snapchat. But like I said, all together, those workouts won't be over an hour and a half. So it's not all that much working out. That's pretty average for people who are fitness minded. And it's nothing crazy like over 2 hours or something a day, even with the dog walking, really. So I mean, I'm definitely being consistent, and I'm definitely going hard. But again, it's normal people who are working out on average basis do, an hour a day or so. I think it's good to take it to the next level. Like I said, I don't think you should be scared of like working out too much, especially when it's fun and easy on your joints, easy, biking is that's what I love about it. I'm definitely sold on the bike, and I'm glad I went ahead and splurged and bought a bike last year. It's definitely fun, and I just hope that I can keep it up as the weather gets to be warmer, or I'm gonna have to buy like an inside bike or something. Anyway, I think that's about it. Just keep it, and when you go and when you do your workouts, when you complete your workouts, when you're getting better and better, you're looking at your little graphs and they're going up each month. That really builds a confidence, and it builds kind of a little addiction to the working out, that a good one, that you can really be like, oh, I can feel it in my body. Like I need to work out. Like I haven't worked out yet today. And, you'll feel more confident, and it's like a cycle. It'll make you want to work out more, and it'll just help you feel great every single day. You'll be great. You'll feel great in numerous different ways because you're working out. And so it'll be like a cycle. So hang in there, keep going for the full shebang, have that whole outlook, have those goals, set those goals. And hang in there and let me know. Like I said, if you guys have any more questions, comments, concerns, etc., just let me know. I'm here to, bounce it off with you guys and help you to be the best that you can be, while also here holding myself accountable. So thank you for being here during my journey and asking questions and everything. And I hope you guys are going to have a great rest of the weekend. I will be enjoying my Saturday night for sure. And don't forget to eat your fruit. Bye.